Well, hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am going to be working on plugging things in on the 61 Unibody and trying to get that thing to start up. And so I'm going to focus the next 2 weeks. I put out a video, one of those short videos, talking about that. I talking about how a friend of mine was expressing how cool it'd be to hear the truck start up and hear how it sounds, and he's looking forward to that. And I got to thinking, well, you know what? I should just kind of focus on doing that. I got to get stuff plugged in, and I got to get some wires extended anyway, so might as well just get on it so that I can try to get things plugged in and see if I can get it started up. So that's what I'm going to get started doing. In this video, I'm just going to probably just, I'm going to get started just plugging things. The harness for the motor is just sitting on top of the motor, and so I need to plug all those things in, the injectors and the coils, all the stuff has to be plugged back in. I'm gonna still need to wire the switch, the ignition switch. I'm gonna use the truck switch, so I'll have to do some wiring there. But at any rate, that's what I'm going to be doing, and so I don't know if I'm going to, by the end of this video, if I'm going to be there or if this is just going to start it. But I'm going to try to get it started in the next couple of weeks. So anyway, so this is the first video of just kind of a push towards trying to get that truck to start up. Anyway, so I'll bring you guys along, plugging things back in, and extending wires and doing the things I got to do. Anyway, that goes to the tranny. I'm just trying to figure out. From up here, got some stuff under the next time I pull this motor out, I'm probably not going to pull this wiring harness off. I'm not going to want to go through all this again. What's this? That's AC, so that's gonna stay back here. We're gonna go over here. Injector. Coil. Okay. I think that's that one right there. The vacuum sensor. As of right now, I'm wishing I had not taken this harness off the motor, but I did. So now I'm gonna try to plug things back together. I have everything marked, but I wish I hadn't disconnected all this stuff. But I did. Now I'm gonna try to get it hooked back up, because I want to be able to start this thing. And now I've told everybody on a short that I was gonna try to start it in 2 weeks, and I am nowhere near that. Nowhere near starting it yet. So, but I'll just keep plugging away. Get it? Plugging away. That's funny. Plugging away. I will have to disconnect a bunch of this stuff again and redo it, because the way it runs back here, it runs back underneath this, and I just have it laying over top. So I will eventually have to do this again, but I do want to make sure that I can start this truck up. Okay, that's water. What we got here? Crankcase. I'm gonna have to try to figure that one out. Oh. All right, I'll get what I know. Get the rest of the injectors and coils. Plug things in that I know where they belong. Throttle body. Alternator. This one here goes right there. It's not clicking on there. Like, oh, it's got one of those. Okay, alternator. Why do you not want to go? Because I didn't have it lined up right. Okay. Sensor. So that one. Okay. There's a few more here that I think go down. Alright, there it's got me. Confused. I am not sure. Where that one goes. I'm sure there's bound to be more of that as I go through this stuff that I can't remember where it went. I have it marked. This Yes, crankcase. Crankcase vent sensor at valve cover. Huh. Well, I don't see. Oh yes, I do. I see it now. Okay, it's kind of hiding from me. It's right here, which makes sense that it goes like that, or however it hooks up. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Okay. See what else I gotta get done here. I got some down below. We gotta try to. That one goes down the steering. Some of these I shouldn't have to hook up just to get it started, but all the obvious stuff has to be connected to start it, like all the coil and injectors and sensors. I got sensors that go down, O2 sensors. I gotta get those plugged in. So off the dash of this thing, it's right there. I gotta be able to see down in there, and I can't. I'm feeling like this is gonna probably take me longer than two videos. I was like, oh yeah, two videos, 2 weeks, and then I'll get this thing started. I don't know if it's gonna make, if I'm gonna make that or not, but it's a lot of wires to try to remember where everything, you know, goes. And even though it's all marked, it's a lot of wires. I'm glad that I marked everything like I did. I took a lot of time, you know, you guys, I hadn't started videotaping and recording when I started taking the car apart. I only started video recording when I started working on the truck. So I'd already had all this. I had the motor out and the tranny out of the car and all the wiring and everything. The front end, all kinds of stuff I'd already had done. So, but I don't know how I would have videotaped that. I mean, that would have been boring as all get out, you know, writing stuff down on all that tape and taping them on. I had my daughter help me for probably about half of it. That was a big help. But so going back together, you know, just gonna take a minute. So I don't really know how much of it you know people are gonna want to watch me try to figure out, okay, where did that go? I mean, I marked it, but it's like, okay, where was it at exactly? The nice thing about these wiring harnesses is they're cut pretty specific and whatnot, so it's fairly easy to figure out. But anyhow, I'm gonna try to find this plug that I got on this side. It's down in there somewhere. I think I'm gonna have to like jack up the front of the truck, because I have to get down underneath there to, I got a couple of them that go to the block, and I don't think I'll be able to crawl underneath this thing. But anyway, I got some sensors down there still that I gotta get to. What I'm gonna try to do is get the motor and you know, the transmission, that type of stuff plugged in today, so that's done. The big thing is going to be wiring up the ignition switch and extending the wires that I have that need to come to the starter, the alternator, those types of things. There is a lot of traffic right now. School just recently got out. I'm just trying to tuck these. This is the harness for the transmission. Goes in the back. A bunch of the sensors. Try to get it down there so that when I get underneath here, I can retrieve them from down there and then plug them in. I don't know how much of the transmission that needs to be plugged in, but I do need the O2 sensors plugged in, I believe. Picked up, and I got it up on these ramps, just temporary. And I got the things, I got the lines ran down the transmission and got those plugged in. I took this off. It's one of the O2 sensors. Gotta get down in there and get this put back on and then get this plugged in. And then I need to get underneath the front and still find out these two. I have one of them marked steering box, which is, you know, the rack, and then the other one oil change sensor is what I got written, which in this I'm not gonna need, but I want to make sure it's plugged in to start up, because I don't know if it's gonna, if it would cause it to not start up. So, and then there's a couple on the other side too, on the passenger side, the same thing as in the front of the motor that I need to get under there and find them. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'll bring you up to speed. I'm just not right now. I'm just not wanting to drag a camera around underneath the truck and in the dirt, and so I'm just taking care of this stuff. And this video might be pretty short because I got today and then I got tomorrow after work, just whatever time I got to edit and get the video out. So this video is probably going to be pretty short, but the next video where I finish up the rest of this stuff will be probably a better video. Trying to get the truck started. Hopefully I make that. Hopefully I really want to hear it run. So okay, I'm gonna get this put on, see what else I can get plugged in. Got under there, got the plugs in on the driver's side hooked up, found the crankcase position sensor, got it plugged in. This right here is going to the fuse box, and the fuse box was right here next to the battery on the car. That now is right here. So this is one of those that I have to extend. So I gotta extend these wires, like these wires, and then run up along the frame to that plug. I don't know why that rooster is crowing at this time of the day. Maybe because he's stupid, because it ain't morning, and he wasn't crowing a minute ago when I wasn't filming, but now that I'm filming, he's crowing. Anyway, So that's one of the things I got to do, is I got to get those wires extended over to here, and so that that's plugged in. And then, like I said, starter and alternator. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I stopped for a little while, made some dinner and ate some dinner, and it's starting to get kind of dark, and so I think I'm out of time, so I either need to keep going now or just end the video here and then edit and do that whole thing, because tomorrow this video is supposed to go out and I gotta work, so that's where I'm at. So anyway, this is gonna be, looks like it's gonna be a pretty short video, and that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. So, but I will get back after this for this next week and hopefully get to a point where I can start that truck up, and hopefully this coming week video will be starting that truck up. But until then, have a blessed week, and remember that Jesus loves you. So do I. And if you like this video, the whole thing, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, all the good stuff that helps a guy out that's building a channel. At any rate, appreciate you.